I think this is the tiniest camper I've ever seen in my life. Good morning, happy travelers. Today is a very special day because we are finally going to pick up our little camper that we bought a little over a week ago. We needed to do a few additions to Kevin's car to get it ready to tow the little thing, but today we are driving up to the desert to go pick it up. Are you excited?
Let's go.
Oh my god. Like, it's a tiny little thing. It's so small. There it is, our little tiny trailer. Oh, but I love it. I'm in love already. Let's go check it out. Oh my god, it's so cute. So we've only actually seen it a couple of times when we bought it and then when we picked it up, and it's been here for more than a week. And I've been envisioning all these things I wanted to do in my head, but now to like actually see it and see what I can actually do. I love refurbishing vintage old things, so this is gonna be so cute when it's done.
So this camper is a 1983 Ashford. Ashford was a company, I don't think it's around anymore, but they actually made these tiny little trailers. We wanted something that we could tow with any car, and this is it. It's so cool. It's smaller than I remember it, but I like it even more. You know, with gas prices being so high now, it's just nice to be able to tow something that's not gonna really affect our gas mileage, and we can take it anywhere.
A couple things about this trailer. We've never seen anything like it before, so that's one of the things that attracted us to it. And also, it's so light, and we didn't want to have to like get a new car or buy a big truck or anything. We can actually pull it with our own bodies.
All right, let's give you a little tour of this. A lot of these tiny campers have doors on each side, but this one only has one. It's windows on 3 sides, which is really awesome. And this killer awning, which I believe comes out like 8 feet, so we'll set that up later tonight. Come on inside. So this is our tiny little camper. Most of it is set up with a bed. So this bed is about 6'2", give or take. There's memory foam underneath. Inside you got this awesome little shelf. We have some lights that are hooked up from the solar power, which is on top. A little drawbar across here that you can hang some things. We also have a light switch on the side here. Little roll-out windows on each side, which is really nice. The front window also opens all the way up, which is cool. Let's go around to the back. Over here around the back, we've got a big swing out door, which opens up to the kitchen area. This area here isn't original. The guy who owned it before us kind of reworked this area. We're gonna do some updates here, but what he did so far was install this old cooktop, which is super retro and really awesome. Down below here, we have all of our solar charging controller, our batteries hooked up for the solar, little propane tank that powers the stove. Over on this side is where he had a little 12-volt RV fridge, which we will hook up later. We also have a converter right here for the solar, which is really cool. Little spice rack on the side. Also, we didn't mention there is a pop-up vent on the roof. I've seen some of these with fans. This one doesn't have a fan, but that might be an addition we might make onto it a little later. There is no sink. Originally, I believe it did have a sink because over here on the side, they have a water hookup, but somewhere along the lines of ownership, somebody took that out, and it doesn't have that now. So we're not sure if we're gonna add that back in or what we're gonna do yet. Time will tell. Overall, I'm just really stoked. I think it's gonna be really fun. We love camping, but getting to campsites late, it's always a pain to set up tents, and sleeping on the ground is never fun. So to be able to just pull this behind us and just be able to pop out anywhere and boondock or hit up a campsite, I think it's gonna get us outside and adventuring a lot more.
So actually our plan for today, even though I have a ton of stuff that I want to do to update it and make it a little bit better for us, we're gonna try it out immediately. We want to go see what it's like to sleep in it, what we can live with, what definitely needs to be changed. And it's summertime, so we're both eager to get up into the mountains. Expect lots of camping content coming your way because now we have a little Frodo. We decided to name it Frodo because I think it looks like a little hobbit camper. I mean, look at the door. It looks like a little hobbit door. Okay, after hanging out with my family for a little while, it's time to hook up the trailer to Kevin's car for the first time. Hopefully everything goes well. The good thing about this thing is you really don't have to be precise with the towing because you can literally just push it to where it needs to be.
the moment of truth right here to see if what we hooked up actually works. Yep. There's a light. All right, we are all hooked up and ready to go.
So halfway between my parents' house and where we live, there are some mountains. It's kind of a casual camping trip. We're just gonna have dinner at the campsite and then go out to breakfast tomorrow morning. We just want to test her out, really see the comfort level and kind of what we'll need to put into it in order to make it more comfortable for us to stay in longer trips in the future. And then all of a sudden we hit the tree line and there are pine trees and we're in the mountains.
Perfect.
Well, that only took me about 15 tries. I've never backed anything that I've towed into anywhere, and it is completely backwards from everything you know about reversing a car. But I'll get it eventually. I've just never done that before.
Good job.
But I did it.
So we have tried our best to level this camper out. This is the first time Kelly and I have ever done anything like this. We've never owned a little camper like this before, so it's kind of a learning curve.
Campground is actually really big. There's a ton of sites and there's like hardly anybody here, so it's very quiet. This is like about an hour away from Los Angeles, which is really cool. And we're only about an hour away from my parents, so they're gonna come join us for breakfast tomorrow. But this thing is so light that we're like legitimately afraid of it rolling away while we're in it. So we need to shore it up and make sure. It's about 30 degrees cooler up here than it was on the valley floor. So I'm already in my sweatshirt. I'm in love, you guys.
Yeah, I'm really excited too.
Honestly, like, we don't know how long we'll have this little thing for. We're gonna fix it up and use it for as long as we need and then maybe sell it and buy something that fits our needs better. But for right now, it's completely perfect. I think part of it is that I've never seen anything like it before. And honestly, driving up here, we got so many looks from people.
Tons.
People pointing. Yeah, it was pretty funny.
Yeah, really cool. So it's about dinner time. Well, it's actually quite past dinner time, but it's our dinner time right now. So we're gonna go try to fire up the stove that we've never used in the back of this camper and hopefully it'll work.
Yeah. We did not test this
before
we bought it. Rookie mistake.
The guy seems legit though. It looks like everything works, so.
Oh, I hear something. Oh!
Hey!
We have
It
fire!
works.
We have made fire!
Check it out!
Yes!
Good deal.
Chuck one up for the camper. Boom!
Hold this open, I'm gonna get the...
Yeah, so we've already realized one thing we need to fix on this thing is that this back door here has no way to be secured, so it just kind of swings. So to figure that out. What's for dinner, Jeff Boyardee?
We're going for the old classic camping tuna mac.
I don't know if I've had tuna mac since Iceland.
Look at this, dinner with a view. That might have been the last time we had tuna mac. On our 19-day camping trip in Iceland, yeah. A lot of tuna mac.
So if you get any type of boxed mac and cheese, the good way to doctor it up is to put a little bit of actual cheese in there, put a little bit of sour cream, or in this case I used Greek yogurt because we've been using that as a sour cream substitute, and just like a tablespoon of yellow mustard. It sounds really weird, but it gives the mac and cheese a nice tang.
Camping tips for mac and cheese.
Now we're gonna put some tuna, if I can get it out of the pouch.
Bon appetit.
No camping trip would be complete without making some s'mores. We have all of our s'mores supplies in here. Kevin, instead of chocolates, he puts Reese's on his.
If you've never tried it, oh, it's a game changer.
It's really good.
Yeah, super good. It's all about teamwork. While she roasts, I gotta get the graham chocolate ready.
Look at this. It's
so
perfect.
It's pretty good.
So I think this bed is about like a full or double size. So we bought a fitted sheet for it and then we're gonna go to bed. I think it was a successful night so far. We'll see how sleeping goes.
So this is actually the first time that the two of us have been in the camper together.
Probably should have done that before we bought it.
Anyways, I'm on the uphill side, so I'll have plenty of room. Okay. Here we go. It's actually really comfy.
Yeah, this is like not bad.
I'm excited. I think this thing's gonna be awesome. If you can't tell, we're so excited about this. Probably more than we should be. And we will see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, happy travelers. Our first night in the camper was a huge success. We actually both slept really well. We had plenty of room. The bed was super comfy. Probably some of the best camping sleep I've ever got, I would say. This morning I went over and tried to hook up a small coffee pot that I brought from home, but the voltage isn't quite right. That doesn't sound good.
Are we gonna explode?
So we're gonna have to hold off on the coffee for a minute. It's gonna need a few updates, but so far I'm really happy.
From our years of tent camping, I'm used to getting up and starting to break down the bed, which I don't actually need to do, which is kind of awesome. But I think I'm gonna do it anyway. But like, if we just wanted to leave all the stuff in here and be just animals, we could do that. And that's amazing.
The animals.
Living on the edge, guys. It's nice to have a place to charge our phones. We know at least that works.
Yeah.
We'll have to figure out the whole electrical situation, the whole inverters and converters and solar. We're not quite versed on that yet, so it's going to be a learning curve. It'll be good knowledge to have for future campers and vans, wink wink. So we are right outside the town of Wrightwood, California, and one of my parents' favorite like breakfast joints is up here. So my dad is actually coming to meet us for breakfast, which is nice.
Last night we didn't set up this awning, and even though we don't really need it this morning, we're gonna set it up right now just because I want to see what it looks like out. We actually haven't had it all the way out and set up yet. Kelly's dad is on his way here before breakfast, so we've got a little time to kill anyways, so might as well set it up.
I succeeded in ripping a big hole in the awning, so that's cool.
But it looks pretty good. Check that out. Small little casualty. I think we can fix that. I don't think it'll be a big deal.
All right, we've got our little Frodo all hooked up again. And my dad arrived, so we're gonna head to breakfast. Make sure you hit that subscribe button because we're gonna go through the whole restoration process of our little Frodo. We wouldn't want you to miss that. But for now, this is Kelly and Kevin from the Awkward Tourists. Peace out.
So this camper is a 1985 Ashford. Thank you. So this camper is a 1983 Ashford.
So I'm gonna drive home and you're just gonna pull it home, right?
That's right.
Are you recording? Yes. All right, and we're celebrating. Where's your drink?
It's over by the
Oh,
camper.
I was gonna cheers you. Cheers his face.
Kelly's dad's on her way here to meet us before going to breakfast, so we've got a little bit of time to kill anyways. Kelly's dad is on his way. In the next videos, we're gonna go through the whole refurb process because we'll be going through the whole reverberation of this. Reverberation?
That's not a word.
Refurbishment.
Reverberation.
In the reverberation.
I'm feeling a little reverberated.
I need to get some.
I need some
I need
coffee.
some reverberation in myself. Stay tuned for the next few videos because we're going to be doing the whole renovation process of this van, and you won't want to miss it. It's not a van.
No.
But that's gonna be it. But
Yeah, that.
hey.